like, dog, we got the young dog. But we don't even want to turn that shit off. That shit is fire.
Hey!
What up, fam? What up, man? We're in a new location again. We staying on the road, baby. That's
We
what
on
we
the
doing.
road. Studio number 3.
Studio number 3, we call this the LD Palace, baby. That's what we are right now. D still in the A though. Still in the A representing for you folks, man. It's been a minute. We ain't feel like 2 weeks. We ain't been
So we
to
I miss y'all.
What's going on?
Miss y'all. You look so pretty, Black.
You like Michael Jackson.
Beat it.
But you see how I can do that? You know, I can take them on and off. You know, that's what
Oh, man.
pretty Miss Chocolate does.
That's what pretty girls do.
So
Pretty girls rock.
Welcome. How y'all been? Yeah, young Jock, man, I'm telling you, we like this shit. We don't own the rights to that. We just like your shit, nigga. We really like that young Jock. Man, that young
ATL
Dolphin.
today.
Oh, there we go. Young Dolphin's off the chain anyway.
Dolphinville forever, but ATL
Yeah,
is
we
in the
gonna
house.
forever represent my boy Young Dolph, but Young Jock is off the chain. Anyway, like we've been out 2 weeks, so we back fresh and new, bringing you the good shit again like we always do from a new studio. We done got our Uncle Willie in the house though tonight, so we missing him. So we gonna have a shout out to Uncle Willie in the
Don't y'all
smokehouse.
miss that aroma of the food cooking? And
Hell yeah, because
smoking?
over there we cook, we drink, we
And we
eat,
smoke.
and all that. They may smoke, I don't smoke.
I don't
drink
smoke
all
either,
the time
but
though.
that's the
Uncle
thing.
Willie smoke, guys.
Exactly.
It's
It's
his
smoke this
smoke.
Oh, that's so that's news to the world is. So the smokehouse owner is the smoker.
Right.
Wow. Okay, that's
Oh,
something.
now you acting brand new.
So what's happening?
Man, nothing new. Just living life.
You see your
enjoying life.
glasses, Tilo?
Yeah, man. I
Right,
like a little
alright.
suit tonight. For the people.
The professor.
Call it what you want to, but. Hey, coming to you live and direct from the A, representing Memphis forever. It's the 3 underrated influencers bringing it to you hot and fresh and real like only we can do.
From our black table.
Hey, from our black, it is still a black table. We on the road with a black table. It ain't our table, it's the black table, baby, on the road.
On the road.
So I'm gonna introduce my co-host tonight. We already started off over there with Miss Chocolate looking like Michael Jackson, the world famous Miss Chocolate.
Gucci.
Represents Cincinnati.
Representing both.
Okay,
When
she represents both.
I represent both.
Atlanta and Cincinnati.
Thank
Okay,
you.
there we go.
All right.
And we got in the middle today. You know how to be in the middle? Or do we have
No,
last time I said
first
this shit
time
like this,
Queen
I was in
Bee
the middle.
middle.
We got the Black Nori in the. And so we're gonna dry now. Oh my God.
He said it dried out.
Somebody got some spray. Everybody got some spray. We need some spray. But anyway, it's been a long 2 weeks, so we want to come to you. We missed last week, had a little stuff going on in the world, but we've been witnessing what's been going on in the world too.
Yes.
I know y'all have too.
Yes, and we have some personal stuff going on. That's why we haven't been able to come to you, but we're back in full effect. The Jerry curl or the Soul Glow is glowing even
It is
better.
glowing. It's glowing. I like the dry out. I like the dry out.
Dried out. He said dried
I
out.
like it. It ain't no
Last
stains
time
on the couch and
I
nothing.
was just about to say the studio last time, the couch.
I think she messed that shut up in Memphis. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't saying anything, but she messed that couch up. Beyond the saw it was a stain. I was like, really? Anyway.
Professor,
Exaggerated.
I know you're not talking.
I'm not talking.
She exaggerated,
Anyway,
guys.
it's good to
That's
be back
what Tilo do.
in our comfort zone, to be here, bringing it to you fresh and real and hot. And that topic, like I said, it's been a hot topic. We kind of late on it, but we're going to still bring it to you anyway.
We glowing.
We are glowing. So we got the topic tonight is going to be pretty much violence though, because everybody was aware of what happened in Alabama last week. So,
Tragic.
it was tragic. It was terrible. And it shows that the world is still in a place of violence right now.
Division also.
And division, that's key too, and it's sad because
It really
not only do we see it against black on black, but white on black crime still does exist. And that was
so sad.
and it was brought front and center, and it was sad. It was really sad to see in this day and age when we think we've come so far,
Right.
and we're still right there, in the forefront. We like, dang, we got so much further to go. People will realize that, and we can start growing instead of thinking that we've come so far and that it's gone, and try to whitewash it like it's not that exists and put it in your rear view until it's front and center in the world, and then you're like, goddamn.
Yes, and just know there are rules to life for everybody. not just a certain party, not just a certain class, not just a certain race. There are rules in life that apply to each and every one of us.
I agree.
I agree. I mean, that was a little bit much.
It was.
That was a
Like
lot.
if someone telling you it's illegal to park here, just move. But honestly, I think that alcohol played a part in their decision, because I think if they wasn't tipsy, and I'm just speculating, I wasn't there, I think if they wasn't under the influence, they probably would have moved. But we all know that alcohol kind of make you kind of do a little different little
It does.
reactions.
And I agree with that to a certain degree, but I'm going to have to step in and say that it's privilege. Privilege is really what it is. You got to understand. It's
And that's why I
privilege
say rules
because
apply to everybody.
we know that if the shoe was on the other foot, man, it'd be crazy. It would be crazy. If somebody, if it was a white person telling them to do that, man, it would have been crazy. So, like I said, it's to see it on the other foot, shoot on the other foot is really enlightening to me to see that, you know, especially to put it in front of the world like that because of that privilege, because they think that they have that privilege, which is fine. I mean, it's fine, but let everybody have it then. That's just, if you want to feel like that, feel like that, but let it be equally across the board. We know this world is not equal right now. We're nowhere near equal.
That's right.
From the top to the bottom. You go from the corporate world, you go to owning of the businesses. It's not equal. So
and you know what, T-Lo, you're absolutely right. And even to make further prove what you're saying, when the police arrived, who did they attack first? Who did they approach first?
we know
Who did
that.
they try to arrest first?
And that's what I want to start with that too. Since the police violence and it's rapid right now. I mean, it's probably always been, but now it's just more front and center because we're videotaping everything. And you can see it more clearly. We saw it back even when it was happening in Rodney King, it was happening. So we should have been putting a stop to it then, but now it's even more out there. It's like every other day you see it happening. And that's why I was so like, why are we even videotaping at this point? If you're not going to do anything, just put the camera away. It's not doing anything. It's not doing us any good. We're marching, but we're not doing anything to really change it. So that's why I think that instance like that, like what happened last week, can change it overall. And back to my point about the police, you protect and serve. You know, I don't know what they think that they want to control somebody's life, and then we are fearing them when a police pulls up. That they put that fear in our heart. That's not your job.
That's right.
Please believe that we respect the police, but we shouldn't have to be like, hey, so I'm obey. No, I don't have to obey you. I respect what you're doing, but
Right,
especially in turn,
we back the police.
Exactly.
I love the police
we
protection.
do.
However,
When they're protecting.
when they're protecting
And serving.
we and serving the right way.
It's a difference.
It
But
is a
don't when you pull up on a crime scene, don't just assume if there's an African American person involved that you're going to them and they're the problem first. They could be the victim, and in this case, they were the victim. But if you look back at the footage, and we were actually going to show it today, and we may try to incorporate that a little bit later. If you look at the footage when the actual police officers arrived, which they were African American too, so it's nothing about Black Lives Matter, they immediately approached the African American people as if they were in the wrong.
What about Martin Luther King that just stood to allow us to try to be better?
Right.
It's like nothing is incorporated. Nothing is being structured. It's just all out of control more than it has been.
Let's keep his dream alive for real.
I really, it saddens me to see all of this going on in the world today.
I just want peace across the board, because I look at my son who's in high school. His friends are like a rainbow. They are all different nationalities, everything, and they look like, hey, we're not looking at race and this, that, and the third. They're just looking at friendship. And so we need to start looking at them and their generation and take heed and let that old school, that old way of thinking, that old mentality, that old good old boy system, we need to let that go.
Yeah, we do, and I agree wholeheartedly. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but we truly do. But one thing that I must touch on about the incident last week was that, and I was touching on it when we were in Memphis as well, that we have to fight back. And that's where I was so happy to see our people, even the guys going across the water.
That was a young boy.
Young man.
A young man under the age of 18.
Crazy.
If you
going
don't
across
stand
the
for
water to
something,
help
you stand
his
for nothing.
people, we need to do that. We got to do that across the board because that is the only way. I hate to be an eye for an eye because I don't want to start a civil war in this country. I don't want to do that.
We
I don't
don't.
think we need to do that.
We don't.
But the thing is that in a big issue too, with white America, what they think that why they fear us is because the main reason why they fear black people. You know why that is?
Why?
Because they're just like, damn. In the back of their mind, they know the history, and they know that their ancestors were slave owners and masters, and they were like, damn, if it was me, there's no fucking way that I could look this man in his eye, a man of color, and not want to kill him. If it was me, if it had happened to them, that's what they think. They think that we want to kill them. And our people are so, we got big hearts, and we probably should want to, but we don't want to though.
We don't.
We just want a fair world. That's all we want. We want our equal playing field. We don't want it. We don't want to hurt you. We don't want anything like that.
I agree, T-Lo. We just want to be equal. It's
That's
just not fair that because of our color of the skin that we're treated and mistreated the way that we are in the world across the board, and it's horrible.
I agree.
And then it has to stop because we're killing one another,
Oh my God.
and it's horrible. Kids can't even go to school nowadays because you have other kids bringing weapons.
Who have been brainwashed.
Right.
Because racism, you're not born with racism, you're taught it. And the only reason why African American people have to have certain conversations within their household with their children is because we know other nationalities are teaching hate. So we in turn have to teach our children how to deal with the hate.
Absolutely. And
We're not teaching racism.
this is crazy but you know what the big thing is, and Ms. Chocolate, you touched on it, about our young people, how they're killing each other. It's systematic.
Systematic.
We don't even see that. Our black youth, they don't even see that this has been built since the 60s.
The Willie Lynch syndrome.
This stuff has been is built, and the projects and all this stuff was a system, and they just letting us do it to ourselves. So
If
they
you
can
don't
look
know
on
about
outside.
the Willie Lynch syndrome,
I
that's
mean,
what he's talking
it's
about.
crazy.
Go back and read the letter.
Y'all have to, young brothers and sisters, y'all have to know that everything that y'all doing to each other is not because y'all want to do it. It's been instilled years and years ago. They've been plotting this, and now they laughing at y'all. All these things that we doing out there, killing each other, gang violence and all of that, where we're doing our own people, hating our own people, hating our women. This stuff has been programmed in us, and they laughing at us, man. So we ought to be ashamed.
The thing is not too late to deprogram.
It's not too late.
I agree.
But you need to do your history. Read that Willie Lynch syndrome letter. That's what they utilize to try to systematically program our thinking to be divided. And then we carry it on, but it's still, we can't continue to blame the past. We have to stick together.
I agree.
We have to educate each other, and we have to play on an equal playing field to break the stigmatism. And that's for every race, every nationality, everything. And we'll be a better world.
But it's impossible for that to happen.
I don't think
And
it's
I'll tell you
possible.
why. As of
Don't
now,
say impossible.
well, it seems as if, and the reason is because we're more against one another.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how would we even sit still to even listen?
Back to what T-Lo said, it's been programmed.
It's programmed, and it's continuously occurring. This is not something that is like pausing and trying to get better. It's getting worse.
What can we do about it?
I don't know. Any suggestions? Any feedback? Please let us know.
Well, I have a couple of suggestions that we should do, honestly, because it's a lot of people out there that want to do the right thing. I think it's more people out there that want to do the right thing than the wrong thing. They're just afraid to speak up and come together as one.
Don't be
That's what we
afraid.
got to do. That's all nationalities, all races. We have to come together as one and say, look, what kind of world do we really want?
Let's work together.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Stop being afraid, and once you get yours, and you just like forget and turn a blind eye to it. We all do it. It's sad. I've done it because I'm like, dang, you get yours, you don't.
And sometimes you
put it
start
in
getting out of
reverse.
touch.
You do it, and if you're not seeing it, you don't even think it exists.
Well, let's be the change in the community.
We
It
have to
starts
be.
with
How
us.
so? I want to know how.
Well, first
Let's
of all,
brainstorm, guys.
coming
We
together,
want you to.
coming together and talking more, having meetings more, allowing individuals to voice their opinions because their voice counts.
Yes.
Not just with voting, but
Oh,
it
yeah.
starts with that because maybe if we came together more, the voting wouldn't be a problem.
It would be.
And what I hate to see is that young people of all nationalities, you'll stand in line for 2-3 hours to get the brand new Jordans that are coming out, but you won't stand in line for 30 to 40 minutes to vote.
I agree to that because if you can't stand for anything, then don't talk about nothing because that's important. And these same Jordans that you're going out to purchase and spending all this money on, someone will try to take your life for them. We all need to cut all of that and be grateful for life and treat each other kindly.
This is true.
Learn how to love on one another because it's really cruel out here. When I see any and every individual, I at least speak because mental health is serious.
Yes.
So we
And
don't
that
know
might
what.
just make a person's day.
That's
They
right.
might be having a bad day, and now that you acknowledge and you spoke to them and you were nice to them, they may have made a world of difference.
Well, I think about the politics thing, and like I said, I don't really like how politics work
Do you
in the
vote,
world.
Tila?
I do vote, because
Because
I
that's
vote.
the thing.
I vote because my ancestors fought for it so
you
hard.
can't think that way too much.
I do. That's the way I.
But that's his opinion.
But thing
Yeah.
is,
That's the
honestly,
majority of the young people's opinion.
but this is the thing
I
we need to
agree
do
with
to
that
get the
too.
politics right. This is why we had to get together as communities and really be honest with each other. If you don't like black people or you don't like white people, let's talk about this. Get together, let's talk about it, and let's fix it.
That's
And
right.
then we can
Because
get
we don't
those
even
type of
know
people.
why we don't like.
Exactly. It's just something
We
that's
just
been
saying
programmed.
it's like,
just
oh, I don't like black people.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
like
it.
white people.
That's
Well,
it.
I went to a school with all white people. I was the only dot there. But I can tell you one thing for sure. I got out there and I played with them. I never even thought anything of
That's
it.
what Becky comes
I figured what Becky came from. That's, man, oh my God. We heard Miss Chocolate. We were on a conference call with Miss Chocolate the other day, and she was in the office with another woman. It was another Becky.
That's one of her clients.
And we were trying to see which Becky was gonna outdo the other Becky. I was like, my God.
They were going hands
Well,
up.
Now
because
Becky. And our Becky won.
one thing
What's up?
about it, just because we are African Americans, don't mean that we're not intelligent.
Exactly.
We're very intelligent
Exactly.
because
Look at some of most of the inventions that were
And one thing that I hate too is, and I'm just making fun of it though, because when you hear a person of color speak intelligently, we always saying, "Oh man,
he speaks so well.
yeah, we should. Let's stop that
It's
shit.
not a
Let's
shock.
stop that. It's not
because
a
it's
shock.
not
We
it's
are
not a
very
shock.
intelligent.
We all are.
We are.
We all are
Let's
in
not
our
get it
own
twisted.
certain ways, and in
We
any
have to
way
stop putting
that
those
we can help. That's
stigmatisms on our own people.
I
Our
agree.
own people.
You're not a Becky. That's just who you are.
It is
Right.
right. I was raised with majority
Yeah.
I
white
apologize.
individuals,
I do apologize.
but I know my
Well,
way.
What's a
And-
Becky?
Well, I
Listen,
can.
Becky is not as we know what a Karen is. Well, our step became Becky is just the outgoing, hey chipper, like the chipper Becky. Hey,
Well, that's how I
That's
am,
what I
and
think
it's not going
Becky
to
is.
change.
Yeah,
And the
happy,
reason
happy,
is-
happy.
Happy chipper
It's
Becky. We
because-
love Becky. I don't have a problem with Becky.
Well-
Beckys are cool. Now the
I
Karens
love
are the ones
Becky.
that I have a problem with because the Karens are the ones that are smiling in your face and be calling the police
And
on your
it's
back.
sad.
Oh my God. That's
Becky's
what I don't
going to stay there to the end and make sure that you're safe, you're taken care
Yeah,
of,
so,
and the whole nine, and you have somewhat of an understanding
exactly.
of what
I hear
you
Becky.
came
The
for.
Karens are trying to get you killed.
Right, I
That's
understand.
that the
arrested.
Karens need to stop because we Karens. I mean, stop it. Shit. I'm sick of
But-
seeing
but
that
I-
shit.
but
This shit
one-
happened in Emmett Till. This
Right.
motherfucking Karen. That's
But
some
one
bullshit.
thing, guys, I want to share what we're doing today. This is to make a difference. We're coming in and we're putting foot forward to take the
Absolutely.
initiative
We're-
to make a
we're
difference.
sick
And
of
we
this, the
would
world.
love to hear your comments,
We would.
your
Absolutely.
concerns, your thoughts. Either way, comment below. Let us know because we can't better improve what we're trying to do without your feedback.
And I want to reach out to my young generation.
Yes.
My
Please.
young generation.
The future.
especially the ones out there
Mm.
on the streets,
Mm.
in the game,
Mm.
toting these pistols,
Mm.
the 9mm, the
Mm.
Uzis,
Mm.
get 12 gauges,
AK.
everywhere, walking down the street, waiting on somebody to say the wrong thing
Just
so they can blast
sneeze
them
wrong.
away.
And it's not that serious.
It's not that serious, man.
And
I
then
mean,
you
think
throw
about you
your
don't
life
value
away.
you don't value your life or anybody else's life, man.
It could be your
sad.
child. It could be your child.
It's
It
sad.
could be your
What
mother,
do you
your
think that this
grandmother,
world is
aunt.
gonna come to if we
Right.
keep going this way?
Right.
You just
It's
go.
not gonna be a world.
We just gonna
We just
gonna
gonna
kill
be-
our own. We killing our own
Kill-
people. You're not going into any other communities and doing that. You just robbing and killing your own communities
About
where
to
you
say-
live.
And it's not
And even
fair.
if you went outside of your community, wrong is wrong.
It's-
Look at all these innocent little babies that are being
Yeah, I mean,
killed.
because of
It-
their violence
it
that
makes
they're
my
doing.
heart.
It is.
It makes my heart
It's sad
hurt.
because, I mean, damn, we lost. It's like a lost generation. It's
It is.
sad because
So
I'm
we
like,
need to do something
dang,
about it.
I want us to
So
try.
let's start being mentors to some of the
do.
younger.
If they
Well,
gonna
I am
listen, but are they gonna
mentor.
listen
Yeah,
You
though?
are a mentor.
I am
Like,
a mentor, but
but I
let's
guess
step
I'm more
out.
out.
Let's step out
But
and
y'all know
see
what
see,
though?
this the thing.
They not listening.
That's why I just I say.
But
don't
it,
go out
but
there.
you know what? They will listen. You watched the movie Lean on Me,
That's 20 years old.
It
how
is
we gonna
20
get
years
this?
old,
It's a
but
whole
it-
different mentality.
but it's still
these
kind of
days.
on the same
Yeah.
thing because they had gangs in that movie. And so if you really technically think about it, they tried to run that man away as the principal, but he was
Crazy
determined.
joke.
We got, that's what I'm saying. These communities, then, this is what we have to do. As all people have to do, they got to take over these communities. Then that's what we're saying.
Well,
We-
so who's
we
willing
gotta-
to step up with
Yeah,
us? Who's
we
willing to
as
step
men
up
and
with us?
women,
Chime in.
we
Chime
and
in.
even the young generation, we got to get together and say we sick of this shit.
That's right.
We got to stand together against their force, and if they don't want to stop, we gonna kick their ass out.
That's right. We're
I mean,
not
I'm
never
sorry to
scared.
say,
Bone
If that's
crushing in the
it,
building.
we got y'all ain't gonna have nowhere to go then. In that case, because we sick
That's
of
right.
it.
We're
You
sick
know,
of
and
it.
but we got to go back in these communities and
And
really
reach
take them
out.
on. We got to
Reach
take them
out.
on. We can't be playing around. We got to show them opportunities that there are better ways.
One community at a time, because
Because
one
if
thing
we
for
don't-
sure, if we can get one community and make a difference, then the next individual will pass that message on
That's right.
to the next community, and then therefore that's how change comes.
So and then we're for real making
Right.
America great.
And two things
Exactly.
for certain. I like that.
Everybody.
I like that. That's two things for certain. Absolutely. So
Yeah,
young
we gotta do
generation,
it.
please look at what you're doing. Look
I
at where
agree.
you are in life and say, damn, is this where you want to be? Because walking around like that, you don't plan on being around for long. What are your plans?
What's your plans? What are your goals? What do you want to achieve in
In
life?
this world, right now, we have an opportunity to make some real change and some headway in the world right
I
now.
agree.
We have opportunities out there. We don't realize
We
that.
got so many
But
resources.
we got to work for it.
That's right.
We got to work for it and make some changes in the community.
Because you're gonna look up in a few years if you survive.
Or a few hours. You might be dead.
That's why I say if you survive and now you old, you're not the little young kid out
What you
here
gonna
anymore.
do now?
What have you
You gonna-
done to prepare yourself?
Nothing. It's gonna be somebody young, just like you, looking to kill you. That's all you're creating. It's
So
a vicious cycle.
Wake
let's
up.
let's put things together. We also have FERC Consulting Group that will assist you with your educational needs.
She stayed with the shouts out by the 9 to 5.
We
And it's
also
a
have
mentor, and we have a mentoring program under that umbrella.
We do.
yeah, and
We do.
everything
And realtors.
and realtors because guess what?
Once we train you to get an education,
That's right.
we're gonna show you how to make sure your credit is on point,
Exactly.
and then we're gonna make sure that you are a
Because did
homeowner.
y'all hear what the guy said the other day in this day and age? What was that rapper's name? This day, like Angela Simpson, what's his name? Gotti.
Oh,
This
Oh.
man said that he owned all of these properties and didn't even know what property taxes were. Yeah, all that goddamn money and didn't know. That's what I'm saying. This is the
One thing
these
about it, R.I.P. Young Dolph, because
these are the things that we can teach you. These are the things that
Right.
we need you guys to know. When you make some money, because it's some money out there, but you got to know, damn,
Because once you
how to
make
spend that money. You got to know how to spend it
and you
right.
gotta learn how to keep it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because you
I
can
like
get
that.
it all
I like
day, but you gotta learn how to keep it, and you have to be able to manage your money and managing your spendings.
So again,
We got,
We got some work to do. We got some work to do.
Because they used to making that fast money
Yeah.
on the street, but it's not lasting.
but are you
though.
investing that money?
They not investing it, and they, like I said, it's fast, and they spending it fast, and they
'Cause-
on these pills.
Does
they
anyone
smoking.
feel like how we feel? Because
And
if
I
you
know it's a
do-
lot of people out there, but
if you do, please don't hesitate hesitate to reach out to us.
We're gonna have to fight
We're willing
because
to
that,
team
but
up
y'all
with
gotta
you.
understand that community that's under the influence, they definitely under some type of influence. They don't want to be changed.
They don't.
But guess
Because
what?
they think
But
they're gonna be young
change,
forever.
but change comes when individuals' eyes and ears are open to it.
But sometimes they have to learn.
We were. I think we were
hard
open back in the day when we had our influential
We
leaders.
hustled. See,
We
I'm
were
a hustle.
open to change then, but we don't have that anymore.
Nowadays-
We don't have anybody to follow.
Well,
I
guess
think
what? Let
now-
us be let us be the leaders and allow them to follow, because this is the thing.
And I think there's plenty of people to be followed. They just don't want to.
And understand, hustling does not always indicate that you have to do
Illegal.
anything illegally.
No, it doesn't.
You are supposed to hustle the moment you open your eyes. You're supposed to think
Rise
of a way to
and
make that
grind.
money. Rise and grind.
Rise and grind. I like
Period.
that. I like that a lot.
So I want you guys to really sit back and think about where you are, where you want to be, and what do you want to happen in your lives. Where do you see your future? And what ways are you going to put in place to make this happen? Because you can have a goal. A goal is everything. But what ways are you going to put in place to achieve those goals?
And we know it's scary out here, especially for a
It is.
younger generation.
It's scary for
I
us.
think that it's
Because
absolutely.
some of the people don't want to work 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
this is-
fine.
and
You
that's
know
the
your own
thing.
business. You don't have to
That's
work
what I was
9
just
to
about to
5.
say.
But you got to do
Look at-
both, because you got to be hustling. You got to have guaranteed money.
And look at it like this. Look at the things that you enjoy doing in
I
life.
agree.
And
What do you
see
enjoy? Like,
that you
what do
can
you enjoy doing,
incorporate
Black
that.
Some
women?
of them motherfuckers enjoy killing though, robbing,
Well,
breaking
then,
their cars. Though.
go-
What about them folks?
So if you
But
are
they gotta
a
have something
trained
else
born
that they like.
assassin, then go join the military and then become a sniper and then
No.
go
Or-
hire somebody, because I'm not for the military. It's so much, but we need it. And then once you go get that real strategic training, then let's go work for some of these famous people who gonna pay you
No,
$5,000
No,
a day
don't
to
do
be a
that.
sniper.
Hold up,
But
don't
I'm
do
saying if
that.
they want to be a killer,
That's exactly what I'm about to say this.
Don't encourage.
Start the fucking Black Panthers again then, shit.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that. Start some real shit.
so-
She gonna start the Black
I'm
Panther.
just
Anybody
saying.
wanna be about
If
to
you're
take
gonna
that?
do it, If you're gonna do it, I mean, why you gonna do? We need our own.
but T-Lo, let's be clear on what the Black Panthers really represented.
They represented
They
protection.
represented having a before and after school care
Absolutely.
for the children with the black working parents who had to go to work and couldn't provide breakfast for their children or
Yeah,
couldn't,
it was bigger
or
than that.
couldn't
Just
be
the
at
weapons you
home.
saw. It was
So
definitely
they didn't
bigger.
grab those weapons until
It was necessary.
it was necessary.
Exactly.
See,
So the
get
Black
back to it.
Panther
Don't
had a
get
whole
so
big
quick.
organization
Oh, absolutely.
to help the community.
That's
They
what
were
I'm
feeding
saying.
children. They were
Exactly.
educating children.
Exactly.
They pulled those guns out in leather
There you
coats
go.
when those
Take
other
over your
parties
community.
tried
Stop
to
killing your
get them.
community. Take over your community.
R.I.P. Tupac.
Take over your goddamn communities and
That's
stop
right.
shooting them up.
That's right.
God damn it.
That's right.
We sick
So-
of this
so
shit. Take
hey-
over. Y'all motherfuckers work walking down the streets, killing, take over and
right.
make some new shit for these people.
So
for your
what-
children.
Okay, so this is the thing. We can talk about this until the sun
It's been talked
goes
about.
down and come back
Yeah, it's
up.
been talked about.
So the resolution to this is stepping into different communities
One at a time.
one at a time, because nothing happens overnight.
It doesn't.
So we have to be able to be the change that we want to see in the community.
And this time, I want to see some real change. I mean,
And
we've been talking
we're
about
already
change
for
since the
you.
beginning.
And it doesn't consist of money. It
doesn't.
doesn't consist of anything. It consists
But
of
time,
love,
people-
And knowledge.
persistences,
And knowledge.
being knowledgeable, and being receptive to the knowledge
That's
that's
the
being
key.
And
received.
change.
Please be
And
receptive
change.
to it. If these people coming in there trying to change some shit, man, stop
Mhm.
acting like they got don't have your best interests at heart.
I agree.
It's for the community and for some of you guys, because we want to see you by the way. Because a lot of people just want to drop a bomb on it. Together, y'all all together and drop a bomb because they
Just
think
like
it's a
on
lost
Black Wall
generation.
Street.
I agree, because even either one, all of us, we're not perfect, and each one of us gets on each other, and it's only to better one another.
Absolutely.
Even though a lot of us within us three aren't as receptive to receiving
I don't
that,
think neither of these
But-
two are, honestly.
especially
Guilty party
T-Lo.
already speaks up first.
Right, exactly.
Honestly.
But at the end of the day is love. See,
That's
that's what begins. That's what starts. It's the love and the respect that we have for one another. And that's what we want to do, whatever it takes to ensure that we are okay.
And so we take the constructive criticism as it
You
comes
have
and we
to.
make ourselves
You have
better
to.
as a whole.
You have to. And
So
I
that's that message is for anyone that's
think
listening,
it is.
because I want you guys to understand that any individual that loves you enough to say anything to you, you need to receive that. Sit back, think about it, because it doesn't happen
Marinate on
overnight, and marinate on it. And go back and say, you know what? I had to think about that. You're right. And I want to do better for me. Because it starts with you. It starts with you.
It does. It really does. And I really just want this generation just to go back and look at the history and see that you guys are being programmed to do exactly what they want you to do, man. And once y'all realize that,
You'll make that real change.
y'all may want to think about what you're doing, honestly, man. Seriously, because it's all been programmed into you. All that killing and stuff and these drugs that you're doing and going to the corner store every day. And
And these video games where you can respawn after you kill somebody. When you kill somebody, it's over. They're not coming back. You're not coming back.
And a lot of people,
and you're going to jail.
and a lot of people out here wanting to kill and steal from each and every individual. It's hard out here. So for someone to work hard
and you go
and you go and rob and take their money
And not
or
only-
kill these people, half of the people don't have life
And
insurance.
you know what?
Or if once you rob them, you still turn around and kill them. They cooperated. Why you still kill them?
And if you don't kill them, think about the fucking shit that you leaving in their head. You done fucked up their whole fucking world.
And their
Yes.
families, their
For
children.
nothing, man.
Yeah.
For you over there doing that
For
bullshit.
$100, $500, $1,000.
Look,
It's
a lot
priceless.
of stuff that they
It's
gonna get high
priceless.
on. That's
And next
bullshit.
week you ain't gonna
Your
have none
own
of it.
fucking people, man. Your own fucking people.
The message today is to love on each other, and I know I say this a lot,
She's
but
the love queen.
but you know why I
We know
say
this.
that? Because it's
God
missing in
said
the
love.
world. God said love and respect individuals. Nobody is doing that as much
not
as they
because
should.
look what this country is built on murderers and thieves.
Right?
So it's
Yeah.
hard.
And lies.
And
But
lies.
that's
It's
why
hard.
we need
So
to
let's
build a
for
black.
real make America great again.
Because it's never
Like,
been
for real,
great.
for real.
It's never been great.
And
All
we
these
can go
folks
to
that say
state
made it
slavery.
did. When the fuck wasn't great? When you had motherfucking slaves building the whole fucking country, that's when it was great.
You ain't gonna get that.
We had free labor. Yeah, it was great for them.
But it's like they not gonna get that kind of shit.
It's not gonna happen
this
again.
day and time.
It's
They
not
know
gonna
they know
happen
not they know not to play
It's
with
not
these
gonna
people.
happen again.
'Cause I'm sorry, I'm
That's
not
fuck
gonna
that
be able to
America.
do it.
America never was great then. In that case.
So we want you to chime in and we want to hear your opinion. We want to get ideas from you so that we can try to bring this world together
Please.
as a people
Let's
and
build a
not
community.
divide.
Let's build a
Because
United
when
States
we-
community.
Because when we do that, then you don't have to worry about the violence.
State to
You don't
state.
have to worry about if someone's gonna try to rob you. You don't have to clutch your purse if a certain nationality come by, because we all have put in to making this a real better place for everybody. So now we feel safe, grateful, humble, and we love one another.
I agree.
So
Stop being so
chime in.
judgmental.
So we'll see you next week. And again, stop the violence.
Stop the violence. Out. Until then, baby, we love you. If nobody else don't.
Right.
Stop it.
Hey, stop it. I'm glad you didn't get up. You used to get up and then we going
I
another
told
one.
me not to do
Let's
it.
do another one.
Second time around.
Mm-hmm.